Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhey with Suhey Plans, and today I'm excited to show you my A6 media journal that I've never shared on my channel before. This was something new that I started this year, and I wanted to kind of accumulate and build up more, like do more work in the journal. First, to test out whether this was something I really wanted to do, and two, to have something to substantial to show my followers when I was ready. So what a media journal is, at least how I'm defining it, is a place where I reflect on books, movies, and TV that I consumed in that year. I don't have a ton of time for movies and TV, and oh gosh, I wish I did. So there is no way in heck that I'm going to use up this entire notebook in here in the 2024. I'm sure this will last me a couple of years before I need to move into a new book. But I want to kind of go through it today and just talk about my experience using it. One of my goals for 2025 was to find more ways to find joy and self-care that weren't expensive. And, I work full time. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. Life is not easy. And, I can't afford to go to a spa all the time or, take these lavish trips, right? Sometimes we need to find more accessible ways to find joy and to let go of kind of the heaviness of every day. And so this was, I thought, a great practice for me to just I love movies and TVs and books. It gave me kind of an excuse to do more of those things. I can easily get in a funk where I do not pick up a book an entire month. And I'm like, no, I love reading, right? This encourages me to consume to consume the media that I enjoy. And then I get to enjoy it even more by coming in here and reflecting on what I consumed. So with all of that said, let's jump in. I am in an A6 Hobonichi Yumi Kitagishi cover from 2025. I had the 2024 A6 Yumi Kitagishi, but I sold it so that I can help pay for my 2025 haul, because I really love the theme of this one. It's letters and just the person journaling and writing. It just feels like my media journal. This feels like my journal with this cute, super cute, whimsical cover on it. So I needed to have that. This is a fountain pen. This is a Pilot Prera in Fine that I like to keep in here to kind of close it on the loops there. And that I like kind of because it coordinates well with the cover as well. And I'll write in fountain pen in this book. Inside, I have an A6 Hobonichi grid notebook. I have two pencil boards in here. We'll go through those in a bit. I just have a couple stickers on here for fun. And that's what I keep in here. I really love the color combination of the red and the yellow. So I was really excited to get my hands on this cover. I have the little, I'm not sure what to call it, but it's like a little piece of ephemera that comes with the cover that I just think is very whimsical and I keep in here. And I also keep a ruler with a stencil on it. And I also keep the images of the media that I'm consuming that I will paste using, I forget what glue. I'll show you guys in a second, that I'll paste using glue onto my pages. But I'll show you more of what that is in a second. Okay. So one thing I kind of regret about this process is that I didn't save a few pages at the beginning for things I want to read, watch, and listen, and a list of things to remember to document once I've watched them. All I have are these two spreads, and I'm going to run out of these pretty soon. So that's kind of in hindsight, I would have done that differently. If I start a new notebook in 2025, or when I do start a new notebook, I know I'll skip a couple of pages in the front so I can add to a read, watch, listen list, and so I can do a to document list. I have a couple. I just did Hilda and the Mountain. I just documented that. I documented the Unsolved Mysteries episode I watched. I did listen to the new Katy Perry album. Woohoo! So that I need to document in here. And then there are things on here that I want to read, watch, and listen that I haven't gotten a chance to do. Oh gosh, so one thing I want to watch is, and I think I even printed out, I printed it out because Monsters, yeah. One thing I want to watch is Monsters on Netflix, which is about the Menendez brothers, and the murder of their parents. That's the story that was like very present when I was growing up. So I'm really interested to watch the Netflix version of that story. So I definitely want to watch that. And then these are things that I've already consumed, but that I want to document in my journal. Let me zoom back out a little bit. So in hindsight, I'll save more pages for that in the future. So then what I've done is that depending on the content that I consumed, I'll either write 1 or 2 pages worth of reflection. I'll write whether it was a podcast, movie, the episode, a title, a general genre, some main points to kind of some takeaway points. And then I will give it a star rating, usually out of 5. I had a moment in this journal where I was going down to 4 stars, but I kind of I moved away from that. And now I'm going to 5 because this is a very new habit for me. I'm also kind of still learning. I use the star in this stencil to create the stars for the ratings. And I just really reflect on the things that, kind of moved me or that really I was taken by in watching the content. You will see that the majority of a lot of the content in my media journal focuses on true crime. It's just like my jam. It's where I thrive and love to be. So you'll see that a lot of the content here is related to true crime, movies, series, books, films. And I just love the genre, and I'm always here for it. And what I love about this too is that I can relive some of this stuff over and over through these reflections. And I've really just enjoyed this. So these are the cutouts that I was talking about. I use a template on Canva. I just print it out in color. They come out looking like this. And then I will use glue. Let's see, I have my glue here. This is a cloth and paper pencil case. I'll use my Zig memory system glue, and I'll just glue the back of that to my page. And I get a nice good stick, and then I'll usually split the page into 2 columns just because I like visually how that looks, and I will write a reflection. Things that I liked or that were cool will have maybe 1 page, but stories that really, really threw me for a loop or really hooked me, I'll write 2 pages because I just need more space. So I have podcasts in here. I have music albums. I have a book. This is another movie, Gran Turismo. Dune 1 and 2 I wanted to get in here. Those are so good. The 3 Body Problem on Netflix was excellent. I had to go get the book and read the book. Oh no, the book. Sometimes the book is better. I think this was very, very good, but we can share why on another day. Sometimes I'll have random movies that are not new, but that are new to me, like Daddy Daycare. I've never watched it before, and my family wanted to watch it, so I wrote about it. It's not a new movie by any means. If was such a wonderful movie. It's an animated, it's a film for kids, but it's also for adults, and I absolutely loved it. So that got 2 pages. There's Ghostbusters Inside Out 2. So you kind of get the gist. Anything new that I've watched for the first time, for shows or films or movies, I will document in here. And it's been really fun. Sometimes I get annoyed with smudging with my fountain pen ink. And sometimes I miss a line where I glued the cover, and that's okay. I'm kind of living and learning. It's so cool when I find a film or a book or a show that Civil War that I had no idea that I was going to be so engaged by. And then it's so cool to be able to just write about it. in my thoughts. This was a book that I just finished. This was a movie I watched with my daughter. This was an episode of Unsolved Mysteries I recently watched that was so freaking good. Oh, I feel like I could write 3 more pages on this one, but I won't. But this one was so good. When I know I'm gonna be reflecting on something that I'm gonna write more, like that's gonna take me more than just a page, I'll try to space it out so that like for example, I needed to document Hilda and I needed to document Unsolved Mysteries. I knew that Unsolved Mystery was 2 page worth of me chatting about, so I put Hilda here and then I put Unsolved Mysteries here so that I could get the full 2 page spread, and I kind of try to make it work that way. I use my pencil boards to keep my place, but I also use it as a place to place my hand when I'm writing so I don't smudge too much of the page. Then I also have a second pencil board in here because sometimes literally I need like both. Like it's so crazy. And these are both from Hobonichi. This is the Yumi Kitagishi from 2025 and A6. And this was from the 2024 release. And I forget the exact name, but cute pink llamas. Whimsical and I think appropriate for this notebook. And that is my A6 media journal. A few things that I recommend if you're interested in starting something like this. Give yourself some pages at the front to get organized and to index. I didn't do that. I wish I had. Consider size very wisely. I think A size is a perfect size. It's already really time consuming to watch books and read movies, although it's so fun, so to make this bigger than an A6 would have been more burdensome than it needed to be. And that kind of like, if it feels like too much work, the fun goes away. So I definitely recommend being really conscious of the size you want to use when you're starting a journal for any of your hobbies. Let's see, what else would I recommend? You don't need to put every single thing you consume in here. Like me and the kids watched Garfield this summer, and I'm sorry, Garfield, you did not make my memory keeper, and that's fine. It was not good enough for me to spend my precious time writing in this journal about. Oh, here's that moment where I was on a 4 stars kick. I'm glad I got over that because now I'm back to like a 4-star kick. Here, I'm back to the 5 stars. I just felt like 4 stars. Oh God, I did 4 stars here too. 4 stars didn't quite it wasn't quite accurate for how I felt about the film or the movie or the book. So I went back to the 5-star system. Oh my God, Furiosa was so good. Yes, so not everything needs to be in here, and that's okay. And I guess those are the biggest takeaways. Size matters. Not every single thing you consume needs to be in here. Give yourself a little bit of forethought and maybe just save some pages at the beginning, and enjoy it. Enjoy the process. I really have enjoyed having a journal that's for fun, and not something, that feels, sometimes my kids' 5-year diary feels a little obligatory. This is really for fun at my own pace, and it also encourages me to read more, watch more movies, watch more films, check out more TV shows that I'm interested in, because those things really bring me joy. They are really an escape from the everyday. And so I love that this journal has also encouraged me to keep that up. And I think that that's great. And I am continuing in this same book for 2025, and I'm looking forward to more. There's also a lot of really cool films coming out before the year is over. Wicked is coming out. The new Moana movie is coming out. So there's going to be a lot that I'm looking forward to writing about and reflecting on. It's also spooky season, and there's a lot of spooky content out there. So I'm excited to keep using it, and I've really been enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to more of this in 2025. So with that, folks, thank you so much for watching. I was really excited to share this video, and I'm just really thrilled that this has been something that's really stuck with me and that I'm really, really enjoying doing. Looking forward to more and hoping to share more in the new year. I'll see you folks in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.